No, it's actually about the first time I played this venue right here. It was 1994. Things were very exciting in my life. I had recently come out of the closet, sort of thing. And it was funny because back then we did not have the internet. No, we had newspapers. And so I spent at least a year every day talking about being gay. It was kind of crazy, but I was about to do the show here, and the San Diego paper did a, I remember because it was picture me, and it was like, lesbian rock star. Lesbian, right? And I'm like, okay, it's all right, I'll be that in '94. I was like, I'll do that, okay. So right before the show, no, it was after the show. Of course it was after the show. I get this letter, and again, this is before, this is before anything, internet, and it was like a real letter, and it's all typed out, and it was from a father. And I had recently lost mine, and so I get all very, 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 about fathers. And he wrote this letter, and he said, I wanted to take my daughter. He had a daughter in high school. He wanted to take her to a concert because it was the sort of thing that he loved to do. And they had both agreed on the Melissa Etheridge concert. I was coming, and they both agreed on it. So father and daughter were coming to the show, and then the San Diego newspaper comes out, and he's like, oh, well now she's a lesbian. Coming here, and I didn't tell you, this is my favorite. It was my favorite fan letter ever. And he said, I went to my daughter and said, okay, well I just read that she's a lesbian. And they talked about it, because this is '94, and I think that was 22 years ago. And it was kind of crazy, and they didn't know back, they were a little, so he said, he admitted, he said we were a little scared, and we said, look, we'll go, since we already bought the tickets, we'll go, but we'll stay in the back. He's randomly telling me this, and so he said they went to the back, and they were like in the back row, and then by the third song, they had come all the way down in front. And they enjoyed themselves incredibly, and not only did they love the music, but they both learned a lot. They learned a lesson that night. Not to judge and not to be, and that just did my heart. I said, that's it. If my coming out did that for those two, I'm all for it. Is my guitar ready?